Welcome back everyone to GH Plays, and today we're back with another video, but this time for a dusty trip. And in this video I'm going to be giving you guys a complete beginner's guide. This should have been done a long time ago, but I have been busy and stuff like that. But yeah, beginner's guide. Make sure to subscribe obviously and like us if you guys have enjoyed, and also comment down below any tips that I might have missed. Let me know in the comment section, and also any suggestions for this game. Let's actually begin. So obviously, a beginner's guide. I'll literally show you guys things from like start to finish. Well, like how to basically play the game, the basic knowledge of the game, stuff like that. So yeah, obviously, let me just load up, and I'll be with you guys. All right, we are finally loaded up, and this is what you're gonna get. Obviously, by the way, this will be a solos beginner guide kind of thing because I do play solo. Obviously, the more people you have, the better, and obviously all the tips and tricks and stuff that I'm giving you will also work with friends, but I play solo, so you can also do this solo as well. So obviously once you've obviously loaded, you'll be in this little room over here, and what you can do, there's doors, and what you do is literally left click, and then obviously move your mouse to the right hand side to open, left to close, so right, left, right, like that, and just open these doors up. And yeah, obviously you can open these one up as well. Let's just open that. So got him. All right, so now what you do is, what you'll realize, you have a car literally right at the front of this little spawn place, and there's also one at the back, which is this van over here. So in my opinion, obviously this car over here is Robux, and I'm only going to be talking about things that are like free because free to play. So yeah, in my opinion, I have used both of these cars. The van is much better because it's just, you can store more stuff in there. Like it's much of a it's obviously it's a van, and you can put more things on top of there, on the side, on the other side, stuff like that. But with the car, it's still good. It's probably easier to control or something like that. But look, as you guys can see, you can't really store a lot of things. Obviously, you do have the boot at the back, but it's very tiny. So I would recommend going for the car. I mean the van. Yeah. So the van. And now the way you build the van is actually pretty simple. What you do is go over to an item. So you have to literally build the whole thing, which I'll actually quickly do with you guys. So you go over to the wheels, press F to grab, and when you go over to place it, it should say F to place, and then you just press F like that, and then that's all you just literally do. Let's quickly do this. Also, this video is like obviously very long. It's because I'm trying to be as detailed as I can, so you guys can actually fully understand and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll try not make this video too long, but I need to be explain things properly. So okay, so now you guys can see a problem. I always have a problem with this wheel right here. If your wheel ends up like this, just press F to grab again. It will come out. Then you press F to grab again, and then try place it. Hold on. Let's just move these doors. Almost got knocked out. All right, you just need to keep doing it until it actually works. I don't know why it's just this wheel specifically that does it for me. For you guys, it might be none, but yeah, just keep doing it until it works. And then obviously you have the doors, which you need to quickly put on. Obviously the bigger one, same thing, F to grab, and then F to place. And obviously if you guys don't know, like, oh, how do you know it goes in the right place? If I take this door, and obviously the door does not go at the front. If I go over here, it will not allow me to, it will not say F to place. So that's how you know if you're doing it wrong or right. So literally right here, F to place. And then this door, I don't even know. Yep, the wrong one. Go over here. There we go. And then obviously the last door. Now, what you need obviously, what else you need is actually, you need fuel, you need an engine, and you need a radiator, which I'll actually, let me show you where they are first. So first of all, they're all in this little house over here. So you guys can see this is the engine, this is the radiator, and this is the fuel. So let's quickly get the engine and place it in. One thing I will say, if you have chose to pick the car, the engine for the car and the van, they're both in different places. So for the car, it will be literally right here at the front, just like that. Okay, now I might have messed up because the worst part of the thing is like picking up things is so long. Sometimes when it gets stuck, it actually gets stuck. All right, we managed to get out. Obviously, just keep trying it. Maybe I was just being stupid about it, but yeah. So now with the van, the engine actually goes inside, literally between the passenger, the driver's seat and the passenger. Press F to place just like that, and that's where it goes. And with the radiator, obviously for the car, is at the front. For the van is at the front as well. So yeah, and obviously, yeah. So yeah, let's just quickly place that F to place, and then obviously we have the fuel, which I'll actually talk about everything that you need. Because when I first started playing, I was very confused. I was like, what's going on? Why is my car breaking down? Stuff like that. So with the fuel, you want to place it up here. Obviously, open it up. It's already opened, and let's just go like that, and just obviously you'll press left mouse button to fill. You just hold your left um mouse button until obviously it all fills up. It is kind of just flinging around, which is, I don't know why it's doing that. But yeah, let's quickly just fill all this up, and should be 9, right? Yep, there we go. So now once it's done, just press F to drop, and then that's it. Obviously, always make sure to close it, because if you don't, also to close is press E. Make sure to always close it, because if you do not, and say if you take a little tumble down the road, your fuel could actually just all drop out. So yeah. Oh, one more thing, the light. Let's put the light in here. F to place, and then we obviously have this little top part. Let's close this door, safety. There's this little thing over here. Press F to place, and then also the rail guard, and there we go. So that's our van completed. Another thing you could do, which is kind of like obviously clean the car, and the way you guys do this is get this item right here, F to grab, and you just walk, not like that, but like walk to your car. And when you get over there, you need to just do that, but make sure you're holding the left button on your mouse, and then it should just clean it just like that. It's pretty easy. It's very good, and I would recommend take it with you, because there are like in this game there are like things like um events that happen, like tornadoes, or you know lightning, windstorm, stuff like that, and it can damage your car. And when your car does get damaged, it turns back into rust. And the way you can only clean it is with this little squidgy thing. So now we have actually built our car. There is food here which you can grab as well, which I'll actually eat a bit because I'm a little bit hungry. And yeah, let's see if there's anything else we missed. Obviously, if you want to build a car, all the items are here, like the doors, the hood, the 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 boot thing, and the wheels and stuff like that. There is another little tip that you guys could do. You could take extra wheels with you, because sometimes if for example, if a lightning hits you, your car does get damaged, and all your doors, your wheels, your engine, they can go flying. And especially with the wheels, they are tricky because they can just keep rolling and rolling for forever. So you can take them. I personally do not, because when it comes to lightning, I stop driving. I honestly stopped driving because I'm like, I'm not risking it. But yeah, it's up to you. If you take a wheel, you can drive, but then it's also a risk of you losing things. Or if not, you can just stay still, be parked up, and then wait for it to go. So yeah, now let's actually. So the car is built, and the way you open the door, same thing. Left to click, and then obviously move your mouse to the left to open the door. E to sit. Obviously close the door, safety. And then what you basically do, you the handbrake over here, you press it down, left click, and that's literally the handbrake. If you do not take this down, you will not be able to drive. And then press R to start your engine. And now let's actually go and find a building, and I'll talk about the rest of the things as well. Actually, do you know what? Before we talk about everything, let's talk about why your car may break down, which is a very good thing to know, especially when you're starting out the game. Okay, so with this, I thought the wheel looked a bit funky there. Obviously, you can attach this trailer over here, just this trailer over there. Let me just show you guys. You can attach this trailer in these wheels, and the reason for this is because you can just carry more items. So it's up to you if you want to. Obviously, if you want to make bottle caps, do it. If not, don't do it. But yeah, it's up to you. So yeah, now let's actually talk about why your car may stop working, or what's going on with it, or what's happened to it, stuff like that. So basically, just the car knowledge, basically. So the one thing is there are three main things you need to watch out for: is your radiator, your engine, and how much fuel you have. So if I go over to the radiator, the way you guys see, the radiator requires water to obviously cool down the engine and stuff like that. And the way you see how much water you do have is actually just hover over where the bottle cap is, and you guys can see it says water 4.8 liters out of 5. So that's how much we have, and I'll show you guys how to fill them up as well. So that's obviously that. And with the engine requires oil. And if you go over here, you guys can see we have 3.9 out of 4 oil. And then also with the fuel, it's the same thing, 8.9 out of 60. So the only difference is there is like, so yeah, so that's obviously with that, you guys can see. And all right, yeah, so that's the main things you need to worry about. If your car's not working, make sure to look at all three. Obviously, if it's the water, your engine will smoke. If it's the car not turning on, this you have no oil or fuel. So make sure you're watching these things. And obviously I'll explain what will happen. Actually, let's go find a building and I'll explain more of these little, like, what else could happen, stuff like that. So let's quickly close the doors, and let's drive for a bit because there should be at the start of every run. Um, obviously, yeah, you come out the garage and just go right. And the way you know you're going to the right place is the on top of the screen it should say your journey, and the number should just keep increasing. That's your distance of how far you're traveling. So yeah. Oh, another thing as well, you do have a light switch over here. As you guys can see, if you just click it, the lights do turn on. So that's a key, little thing. So yeah, so once you're obviously driving, there is always a event. Well, when I say event, it's more like a natural disaster type of thing. Like something does happen. It could be a tornado, stuff like that. But for now, as I'm making this video, it is always oh my gosh, it is always a heat wave, and that's basically where your hunger decreases twice as fast. So watch out for that. Before it used to be lightning, they have changed it, which I'm very happy they did. So that's why I say as of now, because it could change in the next update. It could be something completely different. But yeah, we found our first house. Let's obviously um, stop the car because it's not stopping. Press R to turn the engine off. Lift up the handbrake, and then obviously just exit. Now, what I would recommend when you're getting out of your car at any time, always open the door. And the reason is because this game actually has these little mutant creatures over here. I don't know why I'm running so fast. Yeah, and the reason why, yeah, so they can actually kill you, and that's why I say leave the door open, because just in case you want to quickly just jump inside and hide from him. So yeah, so that's always that. So let's go over to the building. As you guys can see, there's all these items in one building. Let's quickly check it out. And let me kill this little zombie. Oh, he's not coming in. So yeah, we've actually entered it. So you guys can see there's so many items here for you to collect, and they could range from anything. They could be, useless or useful. One thing I'll say, this little barrel over here, the yellow one, it will make your screen kind of greeny kind of thing. But yeah, so watch out for that. So let's actually, I want to quickly loot this place up, and then I'll be obviously back with you and I'll show you guys what I got, stuff like that. So I will be back. All right, okay, so I'm at another place. The other place was just too crowded. I couldn't find any weapons, and the mutant just kept bothering me. So, yeah, we have another place, and in this place, you can actually. So basically, we have mutants as well, but there are also weapons. As you guys can see, I have a gun right here. Obviously, you just pick up the gun, right click to obviously change the direction, because sometimes you can get a gun, it can be facing like that. So make sure it's just, straight, just like that, and where the cursor is, just try get accurate. This game is very kind of like the cursor kind of does like jump around and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how I killed them. So let's actually take a quick look inside and see what there is. So obviously you've got this little thing over here, a bottle cap. Make sure you get those because that's basically the currency of the game. You have dynamite. You can kill zombies with that, which is pretty cool. Spray paint. So these are like things that like you can get them if you want. So now let's go over to this room. Okay, so we have oh, there's a jerry can in here. Let's just put this outside. Ooh, okay. Oh, there we go. I was just trying to read them. All right, so let's actually put this over here, put this on the ground. So what I basically do, I just take things that I need and I just chuck them outside. So the things that you basically need is obviously fuel, water, oil, weapons, any type of, you know, things that you can sell as well. Obviously, the bottle cap is a currency because you can sell items. All items have different values. Most of them have one, some of them have a little bit more. So watch out for that. So for example, this vase over here is worth maybe 12, I think. And this thing over here could be just worth one. So there are different items. So let's just move this away. Okay, so what I'm seeing is another bottle cap. Make sure you always get the bottle cap, guys. Let's go. Okay, so we've got everything that we think is necessary. Once I can get through the door. Like, I'm not that big. And I think there was one more. Oh, the dynamite. Yes, there we go. Okay, so now let's actually show you guys why I picked these items. So with the jerry cans, they can have all sorts of items. They can have the fuel, they can have water, they can have oil. Mainly they'll have fuel because they have changed this the update. Well, they have changed it around a bit that they are color coordinated things for different types of fuel or water stuff there. So the fuel will be in a red one, most likely. The water will be in a blue one. Diesel, which is another type of fuel, will be in the orange one, and oil will be in the black one. Obviously, the reason why I say most likely is because that is not always the case. Because sometimes you can get water in the fuel and stuff like that. I'm looking for food. Need to eat. Need to eat. All right, yeah. So some you can get water in the normal one and in the red one, so it is kind of different. So it does. I don't know why it does that. Maybe it shouldn't do that, but it does. But yeah. So now what you want to do is when you get these jerry cans, we can see what's inside them. If you hover over the bottle, the lid of it, you guys can see I have 6.9 liters of gas, which is good. And then obviously the other one. See, there we go. So this is an example of what you should do if there's two things that don't work. Because the reason why I can't put like obviously this is oil and diesel, and if I wanted to put oil inside my engine, and the reason why I can't use this right now is because if you put the wrong type of liquid or whatever, the wrong type of liquid inside one of like the engine or whatever, the car just won't work. So for example, if I just use this, I need oil, but whoa, whoa, where did you come from? Okay, came out of nowhere. Been telling my story. Where's my? This is annoying. Okay, pick up this gun and just shoot him. There we go. Okay. Okay, so yeah, um if I put the wrong item in, the wrong liquid, the car just won't start. So the way you guys actually separate things, if you just press E, oh, okay. Try put it on like a curb like this because then, it'll be, kind of tipped over and just press E. And as you guys can see, it's straining out. Well, that's a bit glitched. So there we go. So now we all we need is oil and we got oil. So that's what you just do. That was a bit bugged. It did say 0.5, or maybe I'm just seeing things. But yes, that's what you do, and then obviously just fill it up when you need to. Yeah. So obviously that's that, and obviously with the gas, always make sure if you have gas, always fill it up. Open it up, press E. You know, just do that and just always fill it up because you need to always make sure because if you run out of gas, car won't start. And yeah, also the radiator as well. You can actually get a better one, which is this one over here. This one can hold 15 liters instead of the normal 5, which is actually pretty good. I do keep this because I will use it once this one has run out because water is water. And the way you guys attach things, press Z. Always attach things. So like this axe right here, the way you guys use this axe is if you hold it like this, straighten it out, and while you're walking from the zombie, just swing left and right, and you hear like a little metallic clanking sound. It's not a nice sound, but it does happen. So that's what you know. And press Z as well because if you don't, everything will just start getting flung out. So let's quickly just do that. All right, we've actually loaded everything up. One thing I did miss is that if you cannot find a weapon in there, what you could basically do is literally just run around the zombies and just grab things and then just walk off like that. Just grab it and walk off. Sometimes, I do miss, but yeah, so just do that if you can't find any weapons. You should find weapons. In my opinion, the axe is a better weapon. Pistols, well, the guns are very good, but they do run out of bullets, and that's not very helpful if you're running out of bullets. So let's actually go over to the next. Wait, was there not an engine there? Oh yeah, forgot to say there are different types of engine in the game. I believe there is. Okay, oh, is it? There was an engine in the other one. So yeah, I believe there are four. So obviously you have the basic one. Basically, what the engines do is they make your car go a little bit faster, which is actually pretty helpful. So what they basically are. So there's four. Don't know the names of them, but one of them, all three of them. So there's obviously the basic one. There's a V8, which is the only one that requires actually diesel, but all the others require gas. So that's why I do stick to the gas one. I don't get the V8 engine because I'm like, can't be asked because gas is so much easier to find and what it'll make me go a little bit faster, which there's no point of. But yeah, let's actually head over to the next building and see what's there. One other thing that I would say for, especially for beginners, when you are driving down the road, watch out for rocks because if you hit a rock at a certain speed, your car could completely tip over or you could go flying in the sky. So watch out for them. You can speed, but just be careful. Oh, this is another event we're talking about. This is another event. Okay, so this event is the wind, you know, the wind event, I would say. This is basically when a gust of wind comes and it actually flings your car to the way it's going. That's why I stopped driving because, as you guys can see, I was going straight, but it took me to the right. And if I did not brake and pull the handbrake up, make sure you do that because that's actually like your brakes, so the car stops moving. You could literally go flying to who knows where. Because if I just put this down, you guys will see. See, look, I'm literally just going on. So let's just quickly put that up. There we go. So yeah, and just wait for it to be over. Same with the lightning, wait for it to be over. You can obviously keep going, but it's a risk of you losing a lot of things. So yeah. All right, okay. I'm at another building. I do actually need to eat. Let's do the same thing. Let's just quickly run around, see if we can see anything. Yep, let's eat that. Oh God. Oh no, that's annoying. Just quickly eat that. There we go. So now let's actually head back out and I can explain the other tip that I should have mentioned. Okay, so I can't. Okay, so now let's actually go over another step. Let's say, for example, you put the wrong engine, I mean, the wrong fuel in there. Say, like, you need gas, but you put diesel in and you didn't know. What you basically do is open this up, open it like that, and remove the tires. I want you to remove both of them. Okay, like that, and then you guys will see it's literally pouring out. And once you're done, once you know you have only what you need, like the only fuel that you need, just close it back up, and then obviously put the wheels back on. So F to place, there we go, and then F to place, just like that. So that's what you do if that's happened. And another thing is if you do it for like if you put something else instead of water there, do the same thing. But for this one, you have to take it out. You know, put it on a curb. Make sure the lid bit is actually facing downwards, and then press E, and then obviously opens, and everything should fall out. And then obviously same for the engine, and the way you fill up also the engine as well. It's this little lid over here. Press E, should open up and just like that. So make sure you do that because when I first started playing, it happened to me, and I did not know how to actually remove things like that. So let's see if I'm going to quickly see if there's anything that I need to show you else of. Like, whoa, okay. Hmm. Oh, you also okay. Yeah. Let's just close the door. Let's close the door on him. All right. So yeah, that's mainly like the beginner's kind of guide. One thing I would recommend is always watch out your hunger, which is on the bottom left. And what I would recommend is, I know some people say you don't need to take food with you. Just take, maybe a burger with you or something like a small kind of food. Obviously, different types of food have different types of how much it fills up your hunger. So like a burger and pizza will fill up the most, stuff like that. So make sure to just take maybe a couple of food with you because you never know. You might get into a building where there's nothing in there because I've realized these buildings are generated randomly, and there has been times where I've been going and I've saw nothing for so long and there was no food. The buildings just had like a barrel in there. So just take some with you. Some people say don't, but I recommend you do. Just be on the safe side. So yeah, just be on the safe side and just keep looting up. Obviously, you are playing the game for the first time. You're not going to be the best. Just take your time with it, learn the ropes of it, learn what works for you and what doesn't, and then you get good in no time. Like compared to me when I first played, I was confused. Now I know what I'm kind of doing. I'm not the best, but I'm also not the worst, and I know what to do and what not to do. One other thing I will say is not really for beginners, beginner's guide, but it's kind of like a little tip if you want to go really far in this game. When you get down to certain distance, the certain distance, so at 5,000 meters on the top, obviously I'm at 1,758. And when you get to 5,000, every 5,000 you get up to, there's like a little, there's something at the end of it. So when you get to the first 5,000, there's a bridge, and with the bridge there's like two little planks you have to kind of go across, then go over little yeah, so it can kill you. When you get to 10,000, it's like you go down some like long alleyway kind of thing, and there's like people shooting you, and they can actually kill you and your car. And then 15,000 is actually pretty cool because I think it's a military base, some people call it, but all I know is a base, and inside there's no mutants, but just full of everything that you need. You need water, diesel, the V8 engine, everything that you need. And then 20,000, which is the highest I've went up to. I don't even know what it is, but it's like I don't know 50, 60 of these mutants which are in cowboy hats, and they charge your car. They're super fast, and they killed me because I did not know what to do there. But I guess I should have just zoomed past them, but I didn't. So yeah, that's obviously all the basic kind of things that you can do. Remember, you can change these for a better one, which is up here. You can get dynamites, which also kill that thing in there, the mutant. Um, Weapons, you can get axe, you can get a pistol, you can get a samurai sword, you can get an AK-47, all sorts of things. My opinion, the axe or the samurai sword is the best because you don't need to rely on bullets for them. Because like this gun right here, if I only had this gun, I have 6 bullets left, and after that, what can I do? Just chuck it at them or something? I don't know. So yeah, just watch out for that. That's why I do keep an axe all the time, or a samurai sword. Another thing that you could do, if you press I on your keyboard, you can get a backpack out and you can store your axe in there. Let's just quickly do that. There you go. And if you store it and just press I again, that will stay on with you forever until you actually lose it. So that's obviously another thing that you could do. I did have 4 samurai swords, but it was very glitched. And every time I took out my backpack to go and kill a zombie, and I went to go grab it, the sword will fling and fall through the map. I don't know if it's just me. Hopefully they fixed it, but I've lost all 4 of them now because of it, which is frustrating. But yeah, watch out for that. And I don't think there's really anything else for a beginner's guide other than that. Like everything else, you're just gonna learn. Like you're just gonna get used to the game. You're gonna find out what's good, what's not good. Some people say the best building to loot is the one that has 2 garage doors on it. So try those. Make sure to have food. You know, jerry cans. Always fill up on gas, even if you don't need it. Take some with you because you never know. And yeah, that's really it. Hopefully, the beginner's guide has helped you. Hopefully, I've not missed anything. If I have, comment down below. And if you have any questions, comment them down below and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. And yeah, subscribe and like. And hopefully, you guys have enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in a later video. Peace, guys.